Hello, students, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, and tonight in this lesson, we're going to be working on reading comprehension number 15, and it's going to be fun facts number 6. So you ask yourselves each and every time, why would anyone want to learn more fun facts? Well, there are lots of reasons, and I'm going to tell you. So knowing some fun facts challenges your memory and keeps your brain sharp. It also helps to improve your cognitive skills like problem solving, critical thinking, logical reasoning, and verbal communication, visual and auditory perception, as well as strengthening your short and long-term memory. It also helps with acquiring, processing, and applying information, as well as daily functioning. Learning some interesting fun facts is enjoyable and beneficial. It can be a source of great conversation starters, great icebreakers, and a great way to connect with others in enjoyable and lively conversations. It can also help you to discover new interests or hobbies, boost your creativity, and put you on a path to continuous learning. It can help you to expand your knowledge and vocabulary by giving you insights into various topics such as history, science, culture, art, languages, and nature, which may lead you to explore these interesting subjects in greater depth. Fun facts can be funny or stimulating, and this can help to brighten your day or mood and keep you from being distracted and burdened by daily stressors. It's also a great and engaging way to teach and inform others, especially children, which can inspire a lifelong love or interest in learning. It can also help you to enhance your understanding of the diversity of the world and the universe, which will ensure that you stay curious, informed, and connected to the people around you. And it will surely make you the life of any party. Here are our friends still sharing fun facts and good times at the same party. They're having so much fun, they just don't want to leave. They continue to share fun facts and good times, and this could be you at any party. Okay, so let's get started learning more fun facts. Did you know the QWERTY keyboard? The QWERTY keyboard was invented by the American inventor Christopher Latham Scholes in 1868. Shortly thereafter, he sold his patented design to Remington and Sons, who at that time were looking for a faster and more efficient keyboard layout where frequently used letters did not clash together and jam the mechanical arms of the typewriter. They incorporated the QWERTY design into all their typewriters. The unique arrangement of letters on the QWERTY keyboard spaced commonly used letter pairings apart and established an alternating rhythm between the left and right hands, which prevented these mechanical jams from happening on typewriters. By 1874, these innovative typewriters were being mass-produced and distributed everywhere. The keyboard name QWERTY comes from the order of the first 6 letters in the top left row of the keyboard. Today, the QWERTY keyboard is the most widely used keyboard layout in many parts of the world for devices that require text input, such as typewriters, computers, touchscreens, tablets, smartphones, and other digital devices. Over the years, several alternative keyboard layouts have been developed that aim and claim to improve efficiency, speed, and the ergonomic design. These alternative keyboards are intended mainly for professional typists and programmers for extended keyboard use. But for casual users in schools, offices, and at home, the QWERTY keyboard remains dominant and is the most widely preferred because it is considered to be very easy to learn and use. So this is the QWERTY keyboard. We know that because it's written right here at the top left. QWERTY. So this is probably the keyboard that you are using at home, the QWERTY keyboard, just like me. The Tootsie Pop. Several decades ago, in a 1970s TV commercial, a very catchy, effective, and successful marketing campaign was launched. Referring to the famous lollipop, the Tootsie Pop, which is a hard candy filled with a chocolate-flavored chewy Tootsie Roll candy on a stick, the question was, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? And here is the famous Tootsie Pop, which I really love, by the way. Individuals everywhere, including children, men, and women, began licking their Tootsie Pops and counting the licks in hopes of finding the answer to the intriguing pop culture phenomenon. However, many people gave up trying in the process because the temptation to get to the center was too great and they subsequently bit into the lollipop. Several controlled studies were performed at various universities by engineering students, mathematicians, and licking machines. Can you believe that? That's true. Results showed that it took between 600 and 1,000 licks to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Several factors affected the process, and the results varied depending on saliva production, licking styles, licking pressure, and technique of each participant. That's crazy. Here is a girl licking the Tootsie Pop, counting how many licks it takes to get to the center. So we'll leave her work on that and we'll move on to the next fun fact. The sandwich. A sandwich consists of 2 pieces of bread, usually coated with butter or condiments like mustard or mayonnaise, and a combination of meat, vegetables, cheese, eggs, bacon, pickles, or peanut butter and jam. The sandwich is known for being a popular lunch or snack food that one can easily take to school, work, picnics, parties, or on hiking trips. The sandwich was named after an 18th century English aristocrat, John Montague, who was born in 1718 and lived until 1792, who was the 4th Earl of Sandwich. John Montague was an avid gambler. As the story goes, one evening in 1762, while playing cards with his friends, John Montague asked his servant to bring him a slice of meat, between two pieces of bread. The reason for this was because he was fully immersed in his card game and he didn't want to leave the table and interrupt the game. He wanted to eat something fast and simple that didn't require using a fork and a knife, and this allowed him to continue gambling without interruption. The people around him were quite impressed with this idea, and later, when asking for food around the card table, they simply said the same as sandwich, referring to Mr. Sandwich. The sandwich's popularity quickly grew and spread throughout England and Spain at that time with the rise of the industrial society. The working class loved the idea of having something fast and easy to prepare to bring to work for lunch. Street vendors and restaurants added a variety of quick and delicious sandwiches to their menus with great success. Because of its versatility and convenience, popularity continued to grow and the sandwich made its way to the United States and the rest of North America, and then, of course, throughout the rest of the world. The United States celebrates National Sandwich Day on November 3rd of every year, which is the birthday of the Earl of Sandwich. And here is a lovely variety of delicious sandwiches already prepared for you to bring for lunch. They look wonderful. Lobsters. Lobsters are fascinating and extraordinary underwater creatures known for their unique and intricate biology and remarkable adaptability. Lobsters play a vital role in marine ecosystems as they help maintain the ecological balance and oceanic biodiversity. These ancient crustaceans have been living and thriving in the dark depths of the oceans for over 100 million years. Can you believe that? Several times throughout their lives, lobsters shed their shells in a process called molting. Molting is an essential and necessary part of their growth, development, and survival. Because the lobster's shell is hard and rigid and cannot expand, the lobster is contained within the shell and unable to grow. To accommodate its growing body, it must shed the hard outer shell known as the exoskeleton and regrow a new one. To start this tedious process, the lobster first takes in water to swell its body to crack the old shell. When the shell is cracked, it rolls over on its side and bends itself in half and carefully pulls out the rest of its body, including the legs, claws, antennae, and eyeballs. The molting process usually takes only a few minutes, but can take up to several hours to complete. It will take the new protective shell a few weeks to fully develop and harden. During this time, when the shell is soft and pliable and as thin as paper, the lobster is vulnerable to predators, microorganisms, fungi, and pathogens, which may cause infection, disease, or even death. For safety and survival reasons, the lobster hides in crevices, caves, and under rocks after molting, and the shell hardening process. For nourishment, the lobster eats its recently discarded shell. Lobsters can live for decades and they molt throughout their lifetimes. Young lobsters molt approximately 25 times in their first 5 to 7 years to accommodate their rapidly growing bodies. However, lobsters may molt only once or twice a year when they have reached full maturity. Lobsters molt from June to September, and their body weight increases 20% after each molt. Now that's interesting. So here is a lobster that is either getting ready to molt. He's found himself a little cave where he can hide in after for protection against those terrible predators that just want to eat him. Okay, so now that you have learned more fun facts, you can see that it is stimulating, entertaining, interesting, enjoyable, lively, amusing, and fun. So always be inquisitive and research a variety of topics to help you stay informed and be knowledgeable, creative, and sharp. So there you have it, another fun facts for you guys. If that video helped you, or if you liked it, you can put a like on it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, or just say hello down in the comments section. If you guys need to improve your English quickly, you can get yourselves a copy of Basic English. This is the 4th copy. How do we know that? Because it's written right here at the top. I used to tell you guys to get the 3rd edition, but then the 4th edition came out. So get the 4th one. If you get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the first page and complete every page right through to the end of the workbook. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning, and your English will improve drastically once you've completed the book. Available everywhere, of course, easily on Amazon. If you guys need help with your English verb tenses, everybody tells me they don't understand English verb tenses. I don't know why. It's so easy. Just get yourselves a copy of English verb tenses. If you get a copy, I want you to start on the first page, complete every page right through to the end of the workbook. The answer key is also at the back to support you while you are learning. Available everywhere, of course, also on Amazon. So that's all I have to say tonight. So I'm going to go work on another lesson for you guys. Have a pleasant evening. I'll see you in the next lesson. Good night for now.